My heart bleeds so heavily right now. I don't even know where to start from as I speak to you. But I know there's an error somewhere. And I can't even figure how we got to this point of Christianity. And trust me, we have missed it. This generation, we have missed it. How did we get to this point where we can no longer even talk about spirituality in public place anymore? Like, spirituality have become almost like a thing of a taboo, even in the gathering of saints and in the gathering of brethren. Sincerely, my heart bleeds. But I thank God. I thank God so much for men like Apostle Lazarus that has come out to talk about this particular matter that is ongoing in our place of worship these days. Because I don't get it. How did we get to this place in our Christian journey? How did we get here? When last did we worship God in our place of worship and we can actually see the mighty hand of God, such as it was written in the scripture, that the glory of God filled the tabernacle, so much so that even the minister were not able to minister? How did we get to this point? My brother, we have lost the glory of God in this generation. Trust me, we are just hyping the whole thing. We are just doing what we want. Anyway, I will not talk much before they come at me. You know, they're always coming at me quite okay. However, I need you to watch this video. Pay attention carefully. Take your notes and watch this video carefully. And if you know you are a fan of righteousness, please share this video, because there has to be a great line, there has to be a great demarcation between righteousness and unrighteousness. Enough of this nonsense we are seeing in our worship centers. Listen to the video. Watch this video.
Video of his 1985 crusade, Archbishop Benson Daosa and Mama Bolare. You'll be shocked at what you see. There were no sophisticated bases, Cubase, MP strings. Oh God. I say it's something bass. He's smoking igbo. I come here. He's smoking weed. There must be a dividing line. See, there must be a dividing line. Go and watch all those. Look at thousands of people in that crusade. The mic Mama Bolare was holding was one mic like that. There was no sophistication, as it were, but you can see it. Over 35 years after, the fire in that ministry is still fresh because of where it came from. How many of your most powerful worship in Africa, most populated worship, how many of them can you replay in your room and break down in tears? Because the glory filled everywhere. When was the last time in our most powerful crusade a minister stepped on the altar to raise a sound and the other program had to be stopped because God came? What changed in our generation? We began to raise performance. That people who are giving spoken words and those who are singing, their breast is outside. Breast is outside. Laps is outside. I'll say this again and again. If we don't rise to know the true God, our children will have to find him in museums by checking the story of those who passed. We must call ourselves to order and stop this charade of shame. Well, how did we get to the point that ministers now fancy people opening car door for them? That's the video they want them to capture that part now that have arrived. Are we not servants? You know, many of worship grounds are filled with rebellious hands and rebellious fingers. They can sing. Let them do it. Are you aware that the worship is not supposed to make the people happy? It belongs to God. This fellow might be singing off key, but knows God. And God said this is a more pleasing sacrifice to me. People of God, may we find God. Your most powerful worship meetings, this is God. Check what I'm saying. How many of them can you cut clips from that you play in your room alone with God? Or what we are hearing now, oh yeah, daddy, everybody, mommy, everybody, koseduro, at his son, we are lost.